Hi everyone, it's Stu here from 3B. Today we're going to look at a common problem when you have a projector on side of the room and your AV amp usually situated in a cabinet beneath your existing TV with connected to all your speakers. Now obviously one of the common issues that people have is that they don't want to have enormous lengths of HDMI cable running either sort of around the room or under rugs or under carpet, because they sort of get, unless you've got superbly flat HDMI cable, they can cause ridges in carpet and it can look unsightly and ugly. So there is a solution, and that solution is a HDMI transmitter, and we're going to be looking at one today, which is a wireless HDMI transmitter, the WHD200 we have kindly provided to us. It's not given to us, I hasten to add, by Optoma. So we're going to look at that and we're going to push it. It says it can deal with 20 meters, but that's 20 meters in the same room. We're going to try and push it. I'm going to connect it to my TV in my bedroom, which is in this room opposite here, through this very thick brick wall. And we're going to shut the doors and we're going to see how well it can transmit. Obviously the ideal situation would be that it's in the same room and the receiver and the transmitter are sort of can kind of see each other. There's nothing sort of obstructing them too much. That's the ideal, that's kind of the user purpose for this. But we're going to try and push it. We're going to try and see if it can get through these walls and work on a 1080p transmission from YouTube or something like that via my AV amp, and the Xbox One X will use that. So let's see how we get on. Let's see if it can do that. Okay, so first of all, let's just take a look what's in the box. This is a demo unit, so other people have had a good old fiddle with it, so there will be sort of slightly tatty looking things because they've been sort of thrown around a bit by reviewers and whatnot. So you get a bunch of cables, usual standard fare HDMI and whatnot. Then you have a, I think that's like an IR repeater cable, basic remote, nothing too fancy. I kind of think you wouldn't really use that too much. And then the sort of important parts, these are just power cables if you need the if you need the power bricks for it. But the cool thing is that this receiver will easily just connect to the say if you've got a projector, most of them have sort of power out on the USB. So you can just connect it to that and it will get powered. This receiver will get powered by the USB from your projector. So you're not running another cable, which would kind of be a bit ridiculous if you had to do that. So these are the two sort of important bits. You have to excuse, these have been around the block a bit or two, but the important thing is that we're going to have a look and see how they work. But it's pretty straightforward. You've got 3 inputs, that's the power. This obviously needs to be powered because this will be sat sort of where your AV unit is. And the cool thing about this is you have 2 inputs and 1 output. The output obviously goes, this is kind of like a pass-through for your TV, so you'd have your 2 inputs and then the output would go straight to your TV, so you don't have to keep unplugging and plugging things in. The 2 inputs are selectable either using the remote or by simply clicking the source, and then it highlights 1 or 2. And power on and off, and that really is it. The receiver, once it's plugged in, will search for this, and when it's received it, you then either select source 1 or source 2, which is the inputs at the back, and you're good to go. So we'll try it out, we'll set it all up. It's very simple to set up. I won't bore you with the process of it. It's just simply plugging the HDMI cables in and then putting the receiver at one end, transmitter one end on near your AV unit or your TV or whatever it is you're transmitting your Xbox, and then the receiver at the other end where your projector, or in our case we're going to use a TV, and we'll see how we get on. Right, so we have it all set up. It's connected on both the transmitter and the receiver. It's pretty simple to set up. You don't really need to do much. It automatically connects by itself. We have the Xbox running, Red Dead Redemption 2 awesomeness, and it's connected to my AV amp. And then if we run through very quickly through here, excuse all the mess, well, it's not really that messy, and here we have Red Dead Redemption 2 running on a pretty old TV, and there we are, all set up, all nicely done. So what I'm going to do, I've got my controller here. My Xbox One is in the front room. Oh, we've got a bit of a cutout there. I wonder if that's my telly or me having done something. Let's have a look. Maybe that's our first problem. Okay, so it's saying there's an issue there. Maybe, so it's come back. So what we'll do is we'll click Red Dead Redemption so it kicks off. It's flashing on there. Maybe we're pushing it even just too far by having it not in the same room all the time, where it's got a clear sight. Okay. Now I hear Red Dead Redemption 2, but I don't see it. I don't even see it on my TV now. I think we have to come back. We'll come back. Right, so we got it back. Something went a bit screwy, not too sure what happened. The Xbox decided it didn't want to show the image. So we've got this running on Xbox One X. I've had to change the resolution down to 1080p, obviously, because the transmitter is only for 1080p. It can do 3D too. So here we are. I've got my Xbox One X controller. I've got it running on my TV, going through my AV amp, as you can see, and you can see just under there's the Xbox One X just being lit up just there. So we're now going to go back into the bedroom and see what's going on. Quickly through here. Okay, so this is it running in my bedroom. I still have my controller. It's still saying connected there. I'll put the sound up. Not sure if I've got the sound going. Sometimes not too sure why I don't have sound. Should have sound. I imagine maybe it's a problem with my TV than anything. But we can be rest assured that if we've got video, we most certainly have sound, but I think it's probably more of a case of it going through my AV unit. And the TV is pretty old, and I've not used it in years. Anyway, I'm wittering. So I'm using my Xbox One controller, controlling my Xbox which is in the other room, and it's all right. I'm trying to do this one-handed, I hasten to add. So we're wandering around. We've not got any jitters or lost sort of frames in dropouts or anything. Let's spin around a bit to see what's going on. Again, I'm doing this one-handed, so you'll have to forgive me. But as you can see, it's not bad at all. This is being transmitted, sort of streamed over the air Optoma claim there's a 1 millisecond latency. You know, I'm kind of not feeling much, if any, latency. You know, with one millisecond, you're not going to, I guess. But it's pretty good. I'm pretty impressed with it so far. So we'll try and push it a little bit more. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to close the doors. Oh no! So let's go. And we'll shut this door. So here we are. It's in the front room running there. And I'm going to shut this door. See if we can cause some issues. Still going. We can see it over there. Welcome to my bedroom. I'm shutting this door. Ooh, can it do it? We still have a light. We still have that going. And it works just fine. I'm pretty impressed with that. You know? Again, you know, I'm doing this one-handed, but that is pretty impressive. You know, if you want to put a projector the other side of a room, or even in this case where we're having it streamed and sent to another TV in another room that has quite a hefty, big, thick brick wall between the front room and the other room. I'm not too sure how far we could push this, but already, you know, the fact that it's managed to go through 2 doors and a brick wall, it's obviously just going through the brick wall, but I'm pretty impressed with that. That is pretty good. So there we are. That's the Optoma WHD200 HDMI wireless sort of streaming device. And let me know your thoughts. Let me know sort of where and how you would like to use it. And but I give it a thumbs up. I certainly give it a thumbs up. I'm surprised. I didn't expect it to work so well. So there we go. Let me know your thoughts. Don't forget to subscribe if you find this video useful or any of my videos useful. Click the bell to be alerted of new videos. And I'll see you again very, very soon.